So we got 9 new leaks a couple days ago. I am sorry I am late to this. I've been kind of busy just chilling and I didn't even realize that they were out. So let's look at the leaks. So I'm over on Co-optus's inventory. He was last online 1 day ago. Now if we scroll down and go to decals, you can see there are 9 new decals in his inventory. So if I open these two up real quick, if we look at this one, this just looks like all the menu icons we have in Bloxburg today. As you can see, we've got all the icons down here. There's some other icons like the save button. They all look exactly the same, but they're actually different. You see, these look like Xbox controls. This looks like it's a cursor for Xbox. For all we know, we could be getting a new cursor in the game because Roblox have their own overlay with one, but I do know in games certain developers do have their own cursor, so you can basically make the cursor look like whatever you want. Now, something I noticed about these images is that they're a very high quality. So if I open the image up in a new tab, and if we zoom in, you can see it's a very high quality. Now let me compare this to the go to work image. As you can see, even just from here, you can see it's very pixelated because it doesn't need to be that big because it's not going on that big of a screen. So as you can see here, this is where the go to work sign is. It looks like quite a high quality from this area, but if I zoom in, you'll see that it's not actually a very high quality. Where these, when you've zoomed in, they're still a very high quality. So what I'm saying is that the game is going to have nicer quality icons and buttons, which honestly is really cool. It's really nice to have nicer quality since we already have very nice graphics in the game. For instance, we have advanced settings and you can basically turn all these up and it makes the game look amazing. It's really nice to see that they're touching up little things like icons. Then the next image has literally got all the other things like the paint bucket and the house, all the other symbols that we haven't yet had. Now I do believe that these icons here, these are going to be for PC and these ones are going to be for Xbox. Obviously, like the clone tool and the delete tool and the paint palette tool, obviously these are going to be used all across, but I do believe these ones are primarily for Xbox support. Now Bloxburg does have Xbox support, but it's kind of iffy and doesn't work very well. I've tried it a couple times, it's quite hard to build, so hopefully we are actually going to be getting some better Xbox support in Bloxburg. Then, not to forget all these other ones. Now, these just look like they're going to be the background for the items or the symbols. So as you can see here at the bottom, if I close this down, you'll see this little area over here behind the icons. This is what I think those circle things are going to be for. This one here does look like a moon, but I don't think it's going to be a moon. It is possible it's going to be a moon. For instance, if I go into build mode, you can see on the side we have we have the moon here, and then there's another moon there. So it could possibly be for this again, but I'm not too sure. It is a very, very high quality button. I don't know why Co-optus would have put it here when he could have just put it like with all the other icons. Also, the reason why that there are so many on one single page is just because when you're making the game, it's easier just to zoom in on one image rather than having to paste a new image in every single time. So it looks like we're going to be getting some new buttons and icons. This is actually really nice to see. They have been doing a lot of GUI changes lately. For instance, we have the work buttons down the side over here. We also, for instance, when you're boosting your mood, you now have a little timer. This also comes when you go to donate to someone. It will ask you, oh, are you sure? And there will be a little thing behind it that slowly fades in and will move along. Honestly, these minor UI changes, they're really nice. Then another UI change that we actually had is leave neighborhood and join new neighborhood. Now the join new neighborhood isn't anything new, but then leave neighborhood is a new thing. Basically, if you're already in a neighborhood like I am, I can just click leave neighborhood and it will take me to a normal server. Rather than having to put me in one of these or me having to join one of these just to leave it, and instead of having to leave the game and join Bloxburg again. So yeah, it looks like we are going to be getting some new GUI changes. I can't wait to see them in the game. I really like all the new GUI changes they have done so far. So yeah, those are all the new leaks that we have so far. I can't wait to see them in the game. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys haven't already, please do like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.